Hey there, fellow space pirates. This is Jericho, and I'm checking out a game called Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. This was introduced to me by a friend recently, and I have to say it's an incredibly cool game, and not at all what I was expecting, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly, but I heard it was similar to Wing Commander Privateer in many ways. It is. Basically, you play this character, Juno, whose husband was killed, and she goes tracking his killer, and gets dusted, loses her ship, has to do some favors to get a new ship, and then she's now looking for the guy who might have dusted her husband while she upgrades her ship, doing various missions, whether they be transport runs, pirate raids, cargo runs, investigating areas, or the story type missions. So I have a basic ship right now, and by the way, this game is like just from the way it's run. I have a super basic ship right now, and this super basic ship is what it is.
Oh, this is exciting. Might as well get a little shut
up. And this is sometimes these little cutscenes happen. But I've been upgrading weapons and armor, and I've been upgrading. I don't know. If you see, I adjusted music volume. So one of the neat things about this game, similar to a Grand Theft Auto game, is if you notice on the top, I have different subspace radios that I can choose from, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we're onto a story-based mission, so you can watch this for a bit. This is a guy someone told me to check out.
Potential ID match.
To see if they knew something about where my guy is. So I had to do a favor for this guy, Satchel, in order to kind of get some leads towards where this guy I'm hunting is. So I'm doing a mission on behalf of someone so that I can get him to do me some favors. So
hello there. A little bird told me you'd be flying through here. Sandar, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, friend. You must have me confused with someone else. We Greel all look alike, I'm told. Just a humble merchant going about my business.
A humble merchant, eh?
So neat little things that you can do. I'm holding double left trigger, which actually auto tracks and auto locks speed to your target. I could change the view of my game very easily by hitting the down button on the D-pad.
I'm afraid not, pal.
I can fire with right trigger, missiles with X. I can tractor in very easily as well. Basically, this game is as slick as you could think. Packing in a whole bunch of stuff that normally
armed escorts you have there. Grain and textiles really hot these days.
That really make this game super approachable. Oh man, this guy's
forward call breached.
I really do object to being persecuted in this way. It's not favorable at all.
Systems heavily damaged. Systems
this is a tough fight.
Forward shields down.
Oh boy, I may not survive this fight.
Forward shields down.
And I just died. I hate showing that right away because it's not typical for what I get to in this game. Normally I last a little bit longer than that, but a little more things. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw that are really slick. When you get near a base, you automatically dock. When you get to jump points, you can jump immediately. You can skip all the little cutscenes. Load times are almost non-existent, as you just saw. Action is quick, heavy. Computers look like they're ripped right from
looks like a Sandhawk, all
Wing
right.
Commander, but the graphics themselves are pretty cool. As you can see when you look at the three-quarter view here.
Yeah, that's a potential ID match. Satchel, looks like I got a bite. What do you want me to do with this guy?
Man,
I'm coming to join you, but you must not let Sandar leave the area. Disable his craft if you must, or stall for time. On my way.
Make some marks.
Well, hello there. A little bird told me you'd be flying through here. Sandar, right?
But neat little things like upgrading your ship, adding accoutrements. If you could see on my dash, I have the Hawk from, or the Eagle from the VR Eagle game, Hawk game, whatever. And then I have a little flare on my cockpit of a postcard. You can paint your entire vessel, but it opens it up in a paint program, which is super complicated, but it is crazy customizable if you want to go that direction. It's neat because the game really does change in third person versus first person, and it's seamless, as you can see. It's really quick. I'm gonna try and not die this time. It might be challenging because this guy is really tough.
Hostile craft inbound.
Well, those are some mighty well-armed escorts you have there. Grain and textiles really hot these days.
I have to get rid of some of these guys
Our
quick.
shields down. Hull breached. Missile inbound.
Gosh, I'm a little outmatched here. So, I think I need to do a few more missions before I continue that mission, which means I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna go to the base instead. So you can find bases really easily. Ah,
Might as well get a little shut-eye.
I don't want to do that yet. So I'm gonna go to a station. Because I gotta. So you can just look at something in your HUD, and you can fly there. Just by pressing the autopilot, which is really cool.
Destination reached.
So when you get to the
Mission
bases,
failed.
which are really cool, when you get close to the base, I think I'm damaged. I think that's why I'm having trouble. It automatically lets you dock.
Please proceed to the
So when you
designated
get docked, there's a cutscene, of course, that shows you landing on the surface, which is pretty neat. But what is really neat, you can just skip it. You can skip landing, and you can go right to the concourse. So in the concourse, there's a number of things that happen. So you pay your docking fee, jump drive gets refueled. Sometimes when you're in missions and you shoot up bad guys, they eject, and if they have bounties on them, you claim them when you go to a base. You see up here, criminals are moved to detention, 250 credits received. So the first thing I always do when I come to a base is I go to the commodities section. So if you have anything, you can sell it really quickly. I only have steel, but if you have anything else, you can get it really quick, but you could also buy stuff if you want. If you know that another base has some really good priced items. So like you see here, Skag is normally 3,000, but it's 4,300 here. So if I had some Skag, I can make some good money on it. And selling, as you saw, was as easy as just shifting over. There's no negotiating, bartering. If you go to the to the ship area, you can actually repair. You could purchase your ordnance. You could refill your ordnance. So I wasn't as damaged as I thought. Defense. Let's see if I can upgrade my shield generator. Not yet. ECM package. Can't upgrade that. I have carbide armor already. I think. Yep. Yep. Weapons. I have 2 good types of guns already. I can't get a better launcher yet. Gosh. Components. Cargo hold. I can't get a secret stash yet, so I'm pretty much what I got. I can't really upgrade anything. Flares, where you get these dash items, where you can get things from other games. Astroneer, forged. So that's kind of cool. You get postcards. It's pretty funny. But once you're done that, then what I like to do is go to the mission board, because I really need to upgrade a bit. Some of these are beyond me, as you can see by the colors. So cargo run, hold space required. Do I not have 6 hold space? What's in my hold? Cargo hold. Alien fossils. Oh, it's a delivery. Okay, well, I'll go deliver that. And then you can exit, and then go right to launch, and then you're back in space, and you can skip everything again. One of the really cool things in this game, too, is when you look at your map, in the bottom left, I like this moved up. It's like so wing commander. when you look at your map, you see yellow things, and the yellow dots are missions. So, but where's my card? So, I think sector map. So I think, where am I? Montana system. Okay, I have to do that. So, Tito, Extreme, Louisiana, Extreme. I'm in New Mexico. High. Colorado, high. Montana, high. Nevada, extreme. Mississippi, extreme. Laredo, extreme. Anywhere I can handle. Texas, normal. Kansas, normal. So I think I'm gonna go to Texas. So once I've done that, you'll notice it's opened up a waypoint.
Destination reached.
And I gotta go through the waypoint, not.
The finest beats.
I can't handle this mission right now, so I need to beef up my. I need to beef up my environment a little bit. So, where's my system map? So I'm in Thibodaux. I need to go to Louisiana. It'll tell me.
Destination reached.
You can thrust very easily just by pressing the left stick down. I used to use a game stick, Thrustmaster kind of stick quite often. It's not useful in this game. This game is so arcadey that it doesn't really matter if you use a stick like that. You don't need the advanced features that something like that gives you. Honestly. And then, you know, start to do some missions in those regions because I need to get some credits up, and when I'm in a high range, it's just
craft entering the area.
Now I'm going to New Mexico. This is the threat level of New Mexico. Actually, maybe I can handle New Mexico.
I hate these
too
jobs.
bright or too dark?
Craft inbound.
Miss Markov, I appreciate your punctuality.
All smooth flying on your end?
This hunter is sitting pretty.
Well, that's me, punctual. So, how are we doing this?
I typically track my marks by hacking jump gates in the relevant
So I've
regions
rebooted
and
this
siphoning
mission, which
identification
wasn't my
codes.
intention, but that's
I
okay.
have a vast library of IDs from suspect individuals. When my mark passes through the system, I receive notification and intercept.
Almost high. Still in Texas.
Okay, that sounds easy. Why do you need me?
Sandar is a particularly cunning mark. He has installed a signature spoofer which cycles his identifications. It defeats my standard method. I have developed a system which can backtrace a spoofed ID and intuit a connection, but it is not infallible. I cannot be everywhere at once, so I require a partner to cover multiple gates.
Let's get
fair.
on it then. Where should I be waiting, and what sort of ship is he flying?
It's likely he will pass through the cluster of systems around the Merlin system. Juarez or Thibodaux, perhaps. You should watch the gate to Juarez in Merlin. I'll patrol the other gates. He favors a modified Sandhawk. Be wary. I am broadcasting a code sequence for his
So
likely
there you go.
ID
This is
cycle.
the start of the mission. I keep
Contact
dying
me
on.
if you see him.
I can't handle the guy. I
Roger.
need to beef up
I'm
a little
off.
bit. So I'm going to go to Texas system, and I'll do a couple of quickie
Autopilot
missions.
disengaged by distress signal.
Okay, this is
Mission
another little thing that
failed.
happens. So sometimes there's a distress signal. Sometimes it's a trick. Sometimes it's an ambush.
This ain't gonna go well for you.
But
Destination reached.
in all cases, it's an attack. You know.
I'm getting ripped to bits.
So this looks like a more legitimate distress call. So you'll notice just when being near something, I can tractor in the items that fell.
Mayday, mayday! Requesting help from anybody in the area.
Combat is very simple. I can launch a missile with X. I have the ECM package. Pretty efficient. Needed. Orange stuff is illegal. Contraband. So if I tractor it, it could backfire on me. I understand that not all sectors carry or will allow purchase of contraband. Try it, guys, but so notice. That's
Forward
not great.
shields down.
Christ, stupid giant ship in my way.
Forward
Oh,
shields down.
Lord. That sucks. I have to make some repairs. So I'm saving these freighters.
Only give so much, but I hope this makes us square.
You know,
Classic Pathfinder didn't go exactly as planned, and now it's up on blocks in the
sometimes there's these containers that you have to go up whatever they got in them.
fluid and burn the whole damn house down. But don't strike that match just yet. Nevada Pawn can bring you peace of mind and a few pieces of silver. Bring those unwanted treasures down to our showroom. We'll pay you cash on the spot. You're welcome.
Gotcha.
Serenity, Nevada Pawn, the quality of a hand-me-down with the assurance of a name brand prize.
Hold full.
No, okay. Another neat thing. Very easily, you can go to your hold, look at the value of things. Diamonds are worth least, but I feel I'm okay to jettison that. And easily jettison things. So I'm gonna find the nearest station. Which seems to be up here.
Destination reached.
Get in the station so I can sell the stuff I've got and do some repairs, which is key, as well as get some missions, because that's my whole point of being in this system.
This is Juno, call sign Bandit 24, requesting clearance to
So
land.
one of the things I like about this game is literally how quick and effortless everything is. You literally do things so easy in this game. Commodities. See if I can sell stuff. So that's going. And they don't always want everything you've got, you know? So I don't know what that mission is that I've got all these things in my hold. You can also go to a bar where you can often talk to people. So I don't know why I have to start us over all the way at the beginning, but this is a conversation that I had with him, and where I'm saying it's time to help him out. You don't really get, and then you can also talk to the bartender and, you know, get some advice, some news. Age 12 in the Hitipo system. I have to go back that way.
It's mostly humans out here. Oh, yeah?
Advice.
A lot of folks skip over torpedoes in their loadout, waste a bunch of cash on expensive image recognition. Thanks. All right. See you the next.
And then that's it. I'm just gonna go to the mission board, see if there's any good missions worth taking. Where? Louisiana system. Okay. I don't have the minefield cleanup. I can do that. Just a couple of simple ones.
Mission abandoned.
I'll grab this probe coordinates. These ones with the skulls, they give you bad reputation with other people. Obviously, these ones are tougher, so it's going a bit tougher. So, detective work, eh? I can do that. Region Texas. Okay, get rid of one of these low risk cleanups.
Mission abandoned.
Go and grab that detective work. It's hard to see because my chat window is above it, but I'll grab that one. I just need to make some money, beef up my shields, and do a bit better. So, to give you an idea on how these missions work, which I couldn't do before for some reason, you'll see on the map.
Let's get to it.
All these yellows show you where your missions are, so you can autopilot right to them.
Just what I needed.
And then
a gaggle of shitheads.
Destination reached.
too strong. That was easy.
Look what we got here. Something juicy.
Missile inbound.
Sometimes things are easier than harder. So that's one mission down, so that's it. See, sometimes they're just so easy. And then, you know, you capture those criminal pilots, so when I go to the base
Autopilot
next...
disengaged by craft proximity.
And then you can sometimes talk. How's
Juno
business?
Mark F here. Hope you're having a good one.
Green across the board here.
You can't quite autopilot when stuff's around. Then you go to the next one.
Destination reached.
I believe you strolled into a dangerous neck of the woods.
Come on.
Oh, no, this can't be happening.
That's one down.
Up all these little mines. Isn't terribly hard. But these minefields here. So that's this game so far. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal for a relatively small title.
Mission complete.
It's a lot more in depth than a lot of games I've experienced. I'm just gonna go to a station first. Get some repairs done and drop off those criminals. But this game,
disengaged by distress
we'll do a
signal.
quick distress signal. So all you do is you aim for the next thing you want to go
Destination
to,
reached.
and
Tip of the hat to you.
The coast is clear and the flying is easy.
Just passing through.
Everything's quiet. Just the way I like it.
what about this guy?
Hope you wrote up a will this morning.
I'm getting ripped to bits. Somebody help. This cannot be.
Sometimes you don't even get an explanation as to why you're helping out. Just helping out. You know, but it looks like these guys are just trying to take out raiders. So I'm just trying to keep them safe. As you can see, I'm using the gamepad auto aim on. Do I feel great about it? No. But at the end of the day, it's letting me just enjoy the game and not be so stressed about having
This
to
day just keeps getting better and
be
better.
perfect with my aim. said, for a simplified version of a wing header that you don't have to invest a lot of your life into. You know. Okay, so I helped you. You're not gonna do anything for me? Is this really what it
All
is?
smooth flying on your end?
You know, like you'd think you could be a bit nicer to me. I helped you. I'll go to my station. And with that, I think that's all to talk about in this game. It's phenomenal. Everything about it, from the systems in here to the gameplay to everything to what you've got on your ship, is just amazing. I can't recommend this game enough. It's a budget game. It's $30 I think on the Epic Store. Check it out. I know this is a bit long and rambling look, but it's cool for you to really see what the game is like to play. It's challenging at times. It's easy at times. Even though it's an arcadey, simple system, I did die, so I'm gonna have to pump myself up before I do that story mission, which is absolutely fine. Feel free to subscribe, comment, but definitely go check out this game on your own. It's a ton of fun. This is Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. This is Jericho, signing out.